Here we go. Welcome to Testosterone Training. This is an exciting time for me, let alone yourself. So you've chosen to make a very great decision to not only work on your health, but your mindset and the lifestyle going forward. But you're going to soon realize that you've got so much more value in this bonus content, let alone the app and what's going to come forward in the next either month or 12 to 16 weeks or beyond. You're going to get so much more out of this than you realize. And I usually try to keep that on the down low until you become one of the tribe members here. And you'll soon quickly realize that this is far more than just I want to lose some fat kind of program. This is my formal welcome to the testosterone training community. This video, I'm just going to breeze right through the website and give you a bit of a breakdown of some of the key pages that I need you to look at before we start, week one, phase one. This week coming up, it's prep week. So this week we're just getting ready to go, like not hammer and tongs, but like to go into phase one. Phase one is where we focus really heavily on nutrition. But I've got literally another video that describes that. So I'll show you where the video is, what to do from here. And it's more of a formal welcome to the tribe here. Beautiful. So let me scroll down. So welcome to the Get Started page. Read through this. It's very much like what to expect, where to look for, how things are going to play out in terms of meal plans and check-ins and whatnot coming up ahead. The first page I want you to check out is the one literally next. You can either go to the top here, Get Started, Prep Week, the app, or Asking for Help. It's literally almost in order in terms of the right-hand column here as well. So we've got the free book that you've probably read. Get Started is what we're on now. Prep Week, Private Coaching Prep Week. My free gift to you, so the Testosterone Training app, which you'll soon realize is one of the best things that you've ever got your hands on. The Facebook group, how to track your progress pictures, how to take your progress pictures. It is simple, but I just want to get you doing it correctly right out of the gate instead of me having to follow you up. I've got a mindset weekly survey that we do, and literally like first column we go into like workouts. What is phase one? What is phase two? What is phase three? What are the fundamentals of testosterone training? You don't really need to go too deep into like what is phase two and three, only if you're really curious. You will learn about it in due time. And this is like, what do you do after you complete the program? What are like my signature core and ab exercises? What is PB and reverse pyramid training? Like clarifying it. A video library and form check. So the form check is essentially you've submitted a video either through the app itself, or if the video is too big, you can either send me like a Dropbox link via the app, or you can drop it into Dropbox directly. I can check your forms. This dives right into literally, let me zoom in as well here on the right-hand side. The right-hand side, we've got more modules on diet. This is module 6 is the fitted in diet. So flexible dieting whilst increasing testosterone levels and shredding fat and putting on as much muscle as we can, especially if you're a newbie. The meal plan fundamentals of fitted in diet testosterone training. 80-20 list, you'll go into it. These all have their own videos in it as well. Meal plan, get to know your meal plan, recommended meals, pre and post workout snack recommendations, recommended grocery list. I will give you custom grocery lists for the first several weeks. So you don't have to worry too much about that, but it's just always on the cards. Recommended food substitutes is really cool. Hitting protein goals. So it's if you get sick of the same old mundane protein things, or you just need a little spark or invigoration of your protein shakes or your protein sources. I've got maybe like 100 to 150 different protein alternatives that you can choose and pick from, including different shakes, different recipes, different snacks. Oh, there you go. That's it. That's the next one. How to eat out at cafes, restaurants, events, and while you're traveling, like how to hit your goals, what to do when it's holiday season or Christmas time. Supplement guide. It's very simple. It's nothing extravagant at all. It's very much just nutrition, anti-stress focus, and it obviously helps to contribute to increased testosterone. Sleeping superpowers guide, so how to get better sleep and water intake, why it's so important. Got a save money module, like literally us versus personal trainers. I love my personal trainers, but I'll go into that in a little bit. Gym gears are below cost. Food and health tax, clothing recommendations. That's always a work in progress. So if you have any tips, submit there. These are like the My Motivators exercise. We'll go into these later on. More motivation modules. So if you're struggling to stay healthy, if you're struggling to get back on track, if you're struggling to be motivated, you've got me at your disposal, which we'll talk about in this video slightly. But you've also got extra bonus content if you want to dive deeper down the rabbit hole of like motivation and self-motivation and self-discipline. Requested guides. So this is a combination of not only men's requested guides, but also the women's. So we dive both into testosterone and feminine aspects. So don't be surprised if you see obviously things like on your period, body dysmorphia, bloating issues. That's obviously what the women have recommended. Women and men, you have your own separate websites. You have your own separate apps. So only here, if I think like this might benefit maybe like a girlfriend or a partner, that I'll put the girls' recommendations on your site and vice versa. I do like to keep things pretty private in terms of the men's Facebook groups versus the women's Facebook groups, just because we're driven differently. There's things like political correctness, and there's just like privacy and the ability for like in a men's space to be honest without fear of judgment from the opposite sex is so important. Because I don't have to dive into that. Bonuses. So obviously, with the requested guide, if you request something that I think is going to benefit so many people, so obviously like cardio guide, relieving soreness guide, eating disorder guide. If you request something that I think is going to benefit the group entirely, then I'll create a guide but keep it anonymous and pop it up on the site. Tough love module. Don't be a fucking snowflake, mate. Like, I'm gonna harden you up. Accelerate your fat loss. Accelerate your weight gain. So it's only for select people. I've recorded the video, I just haven't uploaded it. How to have a social life, so how to have alcohol in your weight loss journey without compromising testosterone, without getting fat, blah, blah, blah. How to get support from those you care about. What to do if you miss a meal, what do you do if you get injured, what do you do if you have an unplanned binge. Fitness myths, how to stop yo-yoing, and that includes preventing food triggers, blah, blah, blah. Busy burnt out module, applying this success to other areas of your life. So let's get you success here because it does affect every other area of your life. If you have any tips, if you have any referrals, I'll give you a gift in terms of compensation. And if you're seeing results and you want to pop that up in terms of like helping me out, helping future clients get out, helping future or current clients be more and more motivated, we'll pop it up in either Facebook group or I'll make a separate post about it. It can be anonymous or not. So first and foremost, we've got prep week. Let me dive into it. How are we going for time? 8 minutes. I only want to do this for a couple of minutes, guys, because I know you're busy. So prep week, private coaching prep week. Here I've got 9 priority action tasks, and this website I've literally got a video breakdown of this actual page. So I'll leave that video for this for when you're on that page. But literally dive into the coaching forms. Probably the most important thing to kick off your fitness journey here. It kind of cements your commitment not only to your goals, firstly your goals, but let's just say we get down 2 months down the road, something happens in life. Life is going to come at you no matter what you do, whether you take this program or you don't. And I need you to have this commitment in place so that when life happens, I have permission to push you and remind you that this goal is greater than you needing to sleep in on a whatever day because you're tired and you lose sight of your goals, like the big grandiose goals, and the old you starts to slip in. So these coaching forms, they're about commitment. Randomly, like it's to protect myself and you from like random bullshit like identity theft. Obviously, like we've chatted on the phone. I think I know you probably. I think we've got probably good trust. And that's it. Like it might just be for because I've got clients all around the world. I've got people from America to Europe, so it's help there. It's to prevent randomly from anyone suing each other, because obviously, like you're training by yourself. Therefore, you have to train at your own risk. I'm not there to literally help you with the bar or whatnot. So it's train at your own risk. And again, like that psychological, I'm contracted to accomplish my goals. It's very powerful as a consistency tool for you to succeed in this program. Also got the induction questionnaire. So the induction questionnaire, super important. I dive really deep into knowing how to create your specific meal plan based on your current eating habits, what you do and don't like. And I'll try and fit it in diet. I'll try and fit as much of your bad foods in as possible into your diet plan. So we prevent those binges down the road and you're able to keep consistent and enjoy the diet, enjoy the weight loss program. We've got the Mind Motivators exercise, super important. I'm going to be using this to like literally keep you more motivated, more disciplined, more consistent going forward. So I'll get to know what drives you, what doesn't drive you. Beautiful. And obviously, like, just go through this 9 priority list, book another call with me, download the app, join the Facebook group, upload your before pics. We'll go over your meal plan in our second call, and required purchases. Beautiful. So yeah, obviously if we go back to the top, the next thing is the Testosterone Training app. Go into it. I've got really descriptive videos on this page as well about how to use the app, features, the restrictions, but yeah, another great page to visit. Asking for help. So the TT Testosterone Training Tribe, our Facebook group, join it. Literally press this button, it goes to it, and other ways that you can get into contact if you have more pressing needs, or how it kind of describes how I get in contact with you. Beautiful. Right side. Beautiful. Talk about. Oh yeah, awesome. So all the other pages, they have their own. Oh, actually, 1 second. Let me pause this. All right, we're back. Awesome. So prep week. Prep week. Very much just go back to the 9 priority tasks that I need you to complete. It's very much this week we're just getting you ready to go for next week. So this week, all I want you to do is pretty much focus on the basics, the fundamentals. So staying hydrated, drinking a couple of glasses of water when you wake up in the morning, focusing on better quality sleep, getting the required equipment that I've got written down here. If you've got a full-time gym, that's fine. And if you need to pick up like some resistant bands or dumbbells or whatnot, it'll all be in this site page. Download the app, just follow the steps, and we'll get you up and ready and firing for the start of the next coming couple of days or next week. Another one, meal plans. They are super flexible. I really need to emphasize this in this first call. Obviously, I'll be creating custom meal plans for you, especially for the first several weeks. Week after week, very different. But let's just say, like, you're busy, you're about to go to a restaurant, or you've got a couple of plans coming up, or you're going out for the weekend, and something's just come up unexpectedly. Try and give me as much notice as possible, and I can literally check out, say, some of the menus of the restaurant and give you a recommendation. Or if you know you're going out for like Asian food, can be hard in a cut. I'm not gonna lie. So what do you do, Jack? I'm going out to Chinese food. What the fuck can I eat? Okay, I'll do a bit of research either on the specific website and their menu, or I'll give you like, okay, just stay away from these foods. Highly recommend you have these foods. And that's it. Like if we don't make the program super flexible like this, it's not going to work long term. Like you'll be back in a like either putting on a shit ton of weight or regressing in your results within 6 to 12 months if we aren't able to help you build up the skill set of eating correctly when you go out with mates, with family, with friends, with girlfriends. So we'll see how we go. Let me know. And that includes like if you're going traveling or if you've got excess temptations or cravings. Don't tell me 3 days after you've had a binge and you just didn't put it in the app. Tell me, Jack, I'm craving this. What the fuck can I do? Or hit us up in the Facebook group. Oh, look, guys, I'm struggling here. What do you recommend? We're here to help. And then if you do have a binge and you did have just an episode where you didn't feel like you could talk to me or talk to the guys, then tell me. And then we can start working on how to prevent this in the future, how to mitigate it in the future, how to, whilst you're in that mode of mental roller coaster, what I recommend you do next time. It's all about communication going forward, and you'll see that. It's the most important thing. So just keep me in the loop. Like this isn't. I'm not your dad. I'm not your fucking mum. I'm your fitness, fat loss, habit building coach for a better quality lifestyle. And there's no point in you regressing back into old ways of habits and thinking and not telling me. If we want to change the results that you want in life, you need to let me know. Of all people, like you can keep the deepest, darkest shit to yourself if you want. You can keep everything private with your best friends and your family and those that you work with. But you've got permission to talk to me about shit. You've got permission for me to bring things up that you might not have. It's full confidentiality, and you'll soon see that, especially in some of the other pages that we've got coming up. Beautiful. On that note as well. So obviously, let's just say it's 3 a.m. in the morning, and you're drunk, and you're like, Jack, what do I eat? I'm having a kebab. Like, how do I do this? Obviously, I'm not here to, I can't be here 24/7, but I do promise to get back to you. Obviously, less than 24 hours, but I have to tell you 24 hours maximum to get back to you in time. It's usually within a couple of minutes or within an hour or two, depending on time of the day, depending on the day of the week. Usually I have like the 1 day a week where I'm just off. It is rare, to be honest, but I try to make that like a Saturday. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. But yeah, you're not interrupting me. Like, I want you to interrupt me. Like, I want you to ask questions. That's what I'm here for. That's what I enjoy doing. So if you're ever thinking, oh, I don't want to interrupt you. Oh, I don't want to get in his way. That's not going to happen. you literally got me in your pocket. Beautiful. So let's just say hypothetically, for some reason, it is a Saturday and I'm not available to talk to you. I probably will be, but let's just say it's one of the days of the week that I'm just, for some reason, I'm not able to get back to you because I've got my own personal life and maybe something's happening to me in my life. And you're at the grocery store and you've got the decision, Jack, do I buy the chicken skewers or the beef skewers? These ones have this calorie and protein, these ones have this calorie and protein, blah, 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 blah. And I just don't get back to you in time. That's fine, because by the time I do get back to you, and maybe you have already made a purchase and I would have recommended the other thing, now we know that next time what to do. So it's all about building up these reference experiences and habits and lessons to learn from, so that by the time we get to the end of your one-on-one coaching, you have this breadth of knowledge and resources and experiences of being self-reliant, being a man on his purpose, being a man who can take control and answer his own questions and become resourceful as your own entity, rather than always constantly relying and depending on other people to achieve your goals for you. It's a skill set. It's very hard to build up, and it's going to happen in this program. Beautiful. Yeah, another reminder, if I don't get back to you in time, some day off, I'm not ignoring you. I do try to keep a very strict workflow schedule myself, otherwise, because I'm working so much and I'm so, this is all I do, like working, training, socialize, work, train, social. Like it's all I do. So if I get out of whack and routine, then in my social life, then my work will pay for it, and vice versa. So I'm not ignoring you. Just know that in advance. Beautiful. I will go through that later. Give me notice. Again, give me notice if you are going traveling, if you've got a work event coming up, if you're going out for the weekend. Maybe we'll tweak something in the meal plan strategy. Maybe we'll tweak something in your workout strategy. Maybe we'll move a workout to another day. Just let me know as much as you can in advance. Beautiful. If you need to get back in contact with me, it's going to happen on the app 99.999% of the time. Our communication is going to be on the app or on the Facebook group. One-on-one's going to be on the app, and then the rest is going to be Facebook group, and then the odd like Zoom or live Q&A sessions. Beautiful. That's about it. So, as I mentioned, this is pretty much all I think about and breathe. And I know what this is going to do to your personal life, professional life, social life, let alone health. And I'm so fucking excited that you have this opportunity ahead of you to not only go through this program for the first time and graduate within a few months, but let alone like if we really think about it and break down like what do you get out of this versus other things, like I do talk about in another module, but like if you go to a classic personal trainer, they'll give you 3 sessions a week, $50 to $150 per session, so $150 to $450 per week. Exorbitant price compared to myself, and you'll see them for 3 hours, and you might get a meal plan, you probably won't. And as you've probably seen in my content, and as you'll see in this program, as you'll soon learn, the results that you're after are 90% nutrition. And so these trainers out here, look, I love my training brothers if you're in this video as well, but they keep you in this perpetual cycle of giving them money, being a repeat client, so that you keep failing and having to come back to them. Because the PT, I guess, structure is that if they can't keep you as a repeat client on board, like we'll go back into it in another video, but obviously like you're going to, my goal for you is to have such long-term success that you won't need another personal trainer in the future. The only reason you need one is maybe if you're doing some advanced lifts and you need some advanced help, and I'm just not there to help you physically, tangibly in person, or you need that extra little bit of accountability way down the line. But my whole purpose of this in this program, which you have the membership area access for life, is that if you have questions ever in the future about like really specific methods or how do they stack up in terms of testosterone training versus personal best training, reverse pyramid training with quality of life, like you've got this access and knowledge here, not only for your questions, but you've got all the other requests and questions and issues that come up with other people that I'm coaching that are going to come up as extra modules in this program for the future onwards. So I'm beyond happy that I have a hand, a little bit of I'm one of the puzzle pieces in you accomplishing your goals going forward. And I know that this is just going to impact your behavioral traits and motivation and fire in the belly to accomplish all of your other goals in life, and to be going at them at a more efficient and powerful way, because you've boosted that drive, that motivation, that testosterone level in the back end, let alone like the physical benefits and social benefits of having high testosterone, looking after your health and fitness. So enough from me. Very excited that you're here, and can't wait. So let's get stuck into the other modules. All right, cheers boys.